Hello, hello, hello. Listen, y'all, I am live. I am live. I'm trying to share it. Can you do me a quick favor? We gotta turn down my volume. Turn down my volume. Can you do me a quick favor and share? Please share, friends. Share, share, share. Like, share. What they say? Subscribe, followers. There you go. Highlight. I'm gonna put my mommy on here. Mama, come on and connect. Come on in the room and share for me. In the room. All right. So I'm sharing it out. Welcome everybody to Jesus and a whole lot of coffee. Get on up. It's time to get on up. Hey, get yourself to moving. Get your body to grooving and get on up. We made it to another week, another day, another opportunity to live, give our best, and to go after everything that God has for you. Listen, I got my McDonald's um order up thing. My McDonald's. I'm can I take your order? Headset on today. Listen, I like it because they have my mic. It's a good little mic. It's a good little mic. So I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, I'm so excited that you're connecting with us today. I think we have a good conversation, and I really am just so thankful that you tune in with us every day. Listen, I can't do this show without you, so I thank you for connecting, for putting stuff in the comment section, and for just being a part of this experience, Jesus and a whole lot of coffee. So I want to jump right in. You know I have to go for the cup of the week. Listen, the cup of the week is my Obama cup. I got this while I was living in DC. And listen, it talked about the good old days. The good old days. No, the days where Obama was president and we lived in a place where, you know what I'm saying, we were just, it seemed like that time when I lived in DC, young people were getting involved in just more of like politics. My generation, millennials, were getting more involved, more engaged because everybody wanted Obama to win, and everybody was just in the breath of like trying to push change and make active decisions that could impact our country. And so I just love this cup because it reminds me of like engagement, being a part of something big. And he was the first black president. So this is my old school Obama mug. Look at it. Yeah, let me take my little sip. Hold on. It's good. I got a little caramel syrup in there today. Huh? Say caramel. Got a little caramel in there. Listen, I'm so excited. I got my coffee, and we're getting to jumping in today. And what is brewing today? We're talking about loneliness. We're talking about loneliness, and I'm gonna always like to start with the story of what made me think about this topic. So, I'm single, ready to mingle, and one of the things that I realized is that I was feeling and still feel lonely. And the thing about it is that people, are like, "Oh, you feel lonely, you need to go and do this, or you need to go." But they don't take that still you still feel lonely sometimes. And this week was a really heavy week of feeling lonely. And then I was looking at the Tamron Hall show, and it was like a old show that she did with the Surgeon General, and he talked about that loneliness is like a new epidemic that a lot of Americans and people are experiencing. And it made me feel less lonely because I realized in that moment that I wasn't by myself. I wasn't experiencing this by myself. I know COVID had a lot to do with us feeling isolated and alone, but since COVID, more people are feeling lonely. And so I got these statistics because I just wanted to share them with y'all so that y'all can know that even if you're feeling lonely, that you're not alone. Listen. So in 2024, they said 30% of adults say they have experienced feelings of loneliness at least once a week in the past year. This is in 2024, y'all. And then they said, while 10% say that they still feel lonely every day. I think sometimes I'm in that 10%. I think I feel lonely every day. It's a moment where I just feel like, dang, I'm alone. And they said they broke even down to like age. They said 30% of Americans 18 to 34 saying that they were lonely every day, several times a week. And single adults are nearly twice to feel lonely than married adults. But I also know some married adults, hello, that say that sometimes they feel lonely. And so, what do you do when you're feeling lonely? And that's why I'm posing a question to you, because this is one of those ones that I ain't overcame it. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I'm currently experiencing and dealing with. And so I want to know your tips and tricks. Please put them in the comment section. I always like to hear from you guys. I want you to share your thoughts and your feelings, because I need to hear from you of like, what are you dealing, or what are you doing to overcome loneliness, or what are you experiencing when you're feeling lonely? One thing that I can say that I have been doing to while I experience loneliness is literally working out. I go to the gym and I'll go walking. I love to go walking or go on a hike when I'm feeling more isolated, because then I'm outdoors, I'm outside of my house. I go and I see people, I go and see nature, and it makes me feel like I'm a part of the world. It makes me feel like I'm connected, and that, oh my goodness, something is, out there bigger than me. And then I may see somebody else walking, you may do that little random, hey, as you're walking, and it makes you feel less lonely. So that's one thing that I have been doing. But then I looked at this article, and I can't say psychiatric. Oh, I did psychiatric. Oh, look at me words. The American Psychiatric Association (APA) gave some suggestions of what you can do when you're feeling lonely. So one was go for a walk. So I was like, look at me killing the game, already doing it. Ow. And then the second one was using TV, podcast, social media as a distraction. And I know a lot of us do this. We scrolling like this, we looking on our phones, and it helps you, like, because I go out to dinner all the time by myself, or I go for lunch by myself, and which is fine for me. I like doing it because I like to eat and not let anybody bother me sometimes. But when I go, a lot of times what I've started to do is bring my headsets in, and I'll put my phone with me, and I'll listen to a good podcast or a good book that I've been listening on my audiobook. And that helps me with not feeling like I'm having dinner by myself, but I am having dinner by myself, but it distracts me from the outside world and from what's going on. So that is one. Reach out. This one was really big for me. Reach out to your friends and your family. I have been more verbal on talking to my friends who are single, because let me tell you one thing about people who married and who got a boo. They don't understand it. They don't get it because they got somebody around them all the time. They got a boo. They got children. So they sometimes don't get it. They don't understand it. And it's not all married people, but a majority of the married folks I know, they don't understand why you are lonely or feeling lonely, because they got people around them. And so they want to be lonely. They want to have isolation. But other single people will get it and understand it. So I reach out to them. I tell them, I'm like, hey, I'm feeling like this. This is why I may be feeling in the blues. I'm in my feelings, so that they can understand why I'm feeling that way, and also that they can hold me accountable of things that I said I'm going to do. Feeling lonely. So one was going for a walk, which I'm doing. Another one is your podcast and things that you can do and help you stay in a positive mood, and then also connecting with friends. Another one was connect with your pet. Now I have my dog Izzy, and she's my love. She's my light, but she be doing a whole lot, and so sometimes I'm working with her. I'm working with my baby. So sometimes she does like taking her to the little dog park is always helpful. She's gonna take all the energy because her breed loves attention. So I don't get a chance to worry about myself. No, no. So a pet is helpful with dealing with your loneliness. It does help you with. If you don't have a pet, I would recommend it. If you have the access to get one, get a pet. Even if it's a goldfish, it'll give you somebody else to care for, somebody else to be connected with. It'll be something that you can kind of just do to kind of just feel good about yourself. And so I feel connected with something else and feel good with connecting with somebody else. Another last one that I always recommend, two, volunteer. Find an organization that you can volunteer with. I have done that as well. It is something where you start feeling good about doing something. You feel good about extending yourself to help a cause, and then you're working with other people. And so that's a great way to kind of connect and meet friends. Because I think being an adult and finding friends is hard. I need to know that from somebody. Has it been hard for y'all to meet adults as friends? Because sometimes, a lot of times when I'm friendly, a lot of people think I'm trying to get with them. And I be like, Saints, I ain't. I ain't. You ain't even my type. But they be thinking, oh, he want me. He want me. That's why he's saying, hey, and I'm just like, I'm just speaking. So, but it's been really, really hard to make friends as adults. So volunteering has kind of helped me being like, hey, what's going on? And, let's go get coffee afterwards or let's just hang out. So yeah, volunteering is one of those ones that is always helpful. And the last one is saying going into see therapy and counseling if you need that. That is important. And it is something that is helpful. Now, one of the things that I do want to dive in before I switch gears to, I always like to play a little game. Also remember to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about Jesus and a whole lot of coffee. I want you to be connected to our community, our coffee beans. Come on, be connected with us as we live life and overcome together. Now, one thing, I love this quote by Robin Williams. He said, I used to think the worst thing in life was to end up all alone, but the worst thing in life is to end up with people that make you feel all alone. And one of those things that kind of encapsulated what I was feeling. Like, I think, being single, my own experience is like, oh God, I don't want to end up alone. I don't want to end up and not have a boo or a bae and somebody to love and connect with, right? But the worst thing is to be with somebody that makes you still feel alone. And that is where I hope that even people who are married in relationship or even have friendships, that they're making you feel seen, connected, and that you are a part. You should not be hanging around people and they make you feel alone. And this is another thing to share with you, that you're not alone. And if this is a message that you're saying, hey, I need to find new people, new friends, I need to evaluate my connections and my friendship, do that today. Because this is the worst thing, is to be around people, be with people that don't get you, that don't care about how you're feeling, that don't value your feelings. That makes you feel isolated. That makes you feel alone. So those are one of the things that I just wanted to share as I wrap it up, is that yes, this is something that I'm experiencing, and that's loneliness. It's a part of my journey in singleness. It's something that I think I feel daily, but I am doing the work to try to overcome and deal with loneliness. I'm very vulnerable today. I shared all my business, but I hope that it helps you, other people who may be feeling alone, to not feel so lonely, to know that you're not alone, to know that you have community here at Jesus and a Whole Lot of Coffee. And I hope that you just feel seen, heard, and loved today and feel less alone today. Okay? Come on. Yes. Listen, we're going to get through this together. We're going to get through this together. Now, I like to play a little game to be a little fun. And I was thinking about, if I was talking to somebody and it was like if you were on a deserted island, what could you live without? So I'm going to put two questions. If I was on a deserted island by myself, lonely, what are things that I couldn't live without? And so I put TV and a cell phone. I want to hear your thoughts. So you can put it in the chat. What could you live without? The cell phone or the TV? Now, I don't know, y'all. Because I love my shows. I love my Netflix shows. I like all my series and stuff. So I was like, I couldn't live without my TV. But see, if you're on a deserted island, you ain't got no cable, you ain't got no connection, nothing like that. But let's just say in a magical world, this got a good cable, connection, good internet service. They paid their bill. I would want my TV. I would want to have my Netflix streaming. I would want to have this because I don't think I could be. I don't know. My cell phone, I ain't on it like that. I leave it in the other room and go walk around. But my TV, I love a good show. I love a good, mister. So I want to hear your thoughts. Like, what could you live without? What could you live without? I know I could not live without my TV. And I'm not a couch potato. I love to get out, but I love good TV. I love reality. I love that stuff. So that would be one. My next one, let's see, that I wanted to share. Now, this one, not specifically these brands, but everybody doing online shopping now, right? You do Amazon. Some people get their Shein order. Y'all wearing Shein. Some of you wearing Temu. Hello? So so you're on there ordering everything. Amazon has everything. I buy stuff on Amazon probably weekly. Could you live without Amazon or Uber Eats or just any food delivery, DoorDash? What's the other one, child? Whatever that all some of these restaurants, even Chick-fil-A, they deliver it now directly by themselves. Could you live without that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna say I couldn't live with. Ooh, this hard because Amazon's so problematic. Amazon, I have to go with Amazon because I get so much from them. They make it so easy. They deliver to your door. They let you know when it's coming. Amazon got a lot of folks in chokehold. It got me like this, hemmed up. It got me hemmed up. It got me hemmed up. It didn't beat me up. And so I would say Amazon. Amazon will be the one. My last one is a little bit more lighter, and that is chips or candy. Now, I'm a sweet person, and I really don't eat candy, but so I probably go with chips because I don't really even eat candy. I like a cake. I like a donut, a brownie. So I don't know. But chips or candy, I could probably live without candy. I can live without candy, but a good potato chip. Oh, I felt it right there. I had started tasting it, y'all. I had started tasting the chip. So yeah, I couldn't live without that. I'm just so excited that you have connected with me today. As we're closing it on out, I want to go for my last cup, one last thing to share. I started with my Obama cup, but I want to share just a story of hope and a story of perseverance. And I love to share feel good stories. And a friend of mine was talking about their family member who was overcoming a battle, health scare that they have. And I'm happy to say that they're on the other side of that they are victorious and that they are doing good. So, boo, 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 boo. That is celebration. That's a celebrate. That's a celebrate. So celebrate people who are overcoming health challenges. Listen, people are sick out there. People are dealing with so much different things. So when we can celebrate somebody who's overcome a challenge in their health, a challenge in their mind, challenge in their spirit, we celebrate it and cheers to them because that is a true victory. And to people who are still going through it, who are still having health scares, who are still sick, I want to encourage you that you are not alone, that God is with you, and that we are praying for you here at Jesus and a Whole Lot of Coffee. I love you. I hope you know that I pray that you keep on pushing and that don't you dare give up. You're closer than you think. Come on. Raise your cups. Raise your cups. You got to tap it like that. That makes sure it's good when you tap it like that. And let's take a sip. Ain't it good? Listen, come back. Oh, next Saturday. Next Saturday, I will not. You'll be seeing a rerun. I'm going to Texas to spend some time with my mom, and we're going to have us a vacation. But I will be back the following Saturday. But next Saturday, I won't be here. You'll see a rerun. But thank you for connecting with us here at Jesus and a Whole Lot of Coffee. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are my coffee bean family, and I love you all. Have an amazing, terrific, and outstanding day. See you in a week or so. I'll see you in a week or so. Love y'all. Bye.